زيد أداون أوكو أتيس سياس أوبنيك وتاب فات سول أولو.
Hello and welcome to Working Brick. Today's video is going to be a Minmus Base. Now, the main reason I wanted to do this was because I actually haven't been to Minmus in Purple Space Program 2 yet. Ironic considering I've already been to the Troll system. And so yeah, I decided to just do this quick and simple mission and just set up a surface base there. And also we're gonna bring along a rover, which was a terrible idea in hindsight because, I probably should have realized Minmus has low gravity. Rovers don't work well in low gravity. I'll talk about that when we get there. So this fairly standard rocket. It actually has it's overbuilt because I used the trip planner that's in the game, and I don't know where it gets its delta V values from, but it greatly overestimates. So that rover, it has 2 seats on it, and I made sure that I'll talk about that later because it's gonna be extremely obvious when that happens, but also, for my Kerbal Space Program 2 videos, at least for a foreseeable future, if there's anything like small Kraken attacks, I'll continue the video without reverting flight because partially because I didn't feel like spending the time to revert flight, and also just to demonstrate how many issues there are with this game still. Also, I decided not to go through the parts manager to jettison the fairing early, because again, parts manager, it's what I don't get why they had to remove the part action menus, because when you use the parts manager, the game lags for a few seconds, and then you need to scroll through all the parts. And why does it need to include the structural parts that have no settings on them? Anyways, so I've detached the fairing, and it's kind of stuck there. It's gone now, and you can see there's a Kerbal in one of the seats on the rover. I made sure before flight that the Kerbals were only in the base. But for some reason, that extra Kerbal got added, and I didn't realize. So yeah, this base is gonna have 7 Kerbals instead of, it's gonna have 6 instead of 5. So yeah, I plotted the maneuver node to Minmus. Also, this is not the first attempt at the flight. The first attempt, I got into orbit and the solar panels on the base didn't deploy. And the second attempt, the base just stopped existing once it left the atmosphere. The craft the vessel was immediately destroyed upon leaving the atmosphere. It's happened to me twice at this point, and I don't get what causes it. So I'm just correcting our trajectory. You can see there I'm using a mod, the Maneuver Node Controller mod. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link to it in the description. And I should mention that there actually was a small update to Kerbal Space Program 2, which redid the Maneuver Node UI and some other parts of the UI, and also fixed a bunch more bugs. Also, at this point I had realized that I brought the extra Kerbal along. So yeah. Also now, permanently that fuel tank is highlighted, and again, there's so many random bugs with this game. Also, I accidentally deorbited myself. And again, I'm not reverting flight and redoing this because, again, I don't really have the time to. Oh yeah, you see there, the rover kind of the rover kind of it offset itself, and you saw there I did a quick save and quick load that fixed the fuel tank being highlighted. I'm just gonna do a fairly normal landing. There was a time warping to the light side of the moon, but see, we're in an extremely low orbit, and it's gonna take a while to time warp all the way. So I just decided to land in this area. And I detached the rover, and I immediately realized that the rover was a terrible idea. Because I'm gonna try to drive it, and it's gonna be extremely uncontrollable. And I put a reaction wheel because I found that it's always useful to have a reaction wheel when you're using the Rove mate for the body of a rover, because you can have the reaction wheel toggled off by default, but if your rover tips over, you can toggle it on and flip it back over. And it's spinning out of control. Yeah, I should have realized that a rover on Minmus isn't gonna work well. Though I actually did kind of make it like somewhat controllable. Also, I'm pretty sure I put the wheels on backwards, which definitely did not help it in any way. So I was just trying to get near the base. And I was done with messing with the rover, so I just got the Kerbals out on EVA. And well, I first got Jebediah on EVA and planted a flag, which so I tried to name it Minmus Base, but every time I pressed M, it would open the map view. Again, another one of the many glitches in this game. I also got this Kerbal that was accidentally placed into a rover. So I EVA'd all the crew members and just got this picture, well, this screenshot of all of them lined up. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and goodbye.